Hello, I'm back with a book haul. So I'm sitting down again because I have to tell you about more of the books I bought recently. Now, this is part 2 of the sequence of videos, and today we're gonna talk about the books I bought in January 2020. So, yeah. So it's 2020, I'm getting old, and I'm still buying a lot of YA. Nothing new then. I'm gonna show you all the books I bought recently. It's a very wide selection. I got some books on sale. I got some classics. I got some Portuguese and I got some middle grade YA, so cannot wait to show you. The first one is a non-fiction one, and that is Mauve. How one man invented a color that changed the world. I've heard about this. Mauve was this like purplish color that's the first synthetic color that was ever produced. It was like an experiment gone wrong in a chemistry lab. It became very popular. It was in all the dresses for Victorian, like fancy Victorian ladies in England. I find that color beautiful. I think the dresses look very cute. Did they die of poison? Would like to know. The book is a non-fiction one. It has some pictures. It's not very long, and it was very, very cheap because it's been on the store for a long time. So I picked it up. And yeah, so then we have a beach read, a rom-com, I think, or a romance novel, it depends, by Jenny Colgan. I've never read Jenny Colgan. I've read Sophie Kinsella, Jill Mansell, love them. So I picked up this book. This is The Endless Beach by Jenny Colgan. It says it's charming and a total joy by Sophie Kinsella. It seems like the perfect book for me to read during the summer. I have a lot of books, so I'm not in a hurry to like pick this one up. So I'm gonna save this one for the summer, but I picked it up because it was cheap and I thought it was gonna be very good to read during the summer. And you know, sometimes you just want to like read some big books and then you just want to read some books that you fly through, and I hope this is one of those. So then I picked up very well-known author. I didn't know that the movie was based on the book. This is About a Boy by Nick Hornby. I really enjoyed the movie, and I really enjoyed the new series that he did, which here in Portugal is on HBO, called State of the Union, I think. And this one is about this man suddenly meets this 12-year-old boy. And the movie is a bit old. It has Nicholas Hoult as the 12-year-old boy. He's adorable. The main character is Hugh Grant. That's how I know about this book. The author I had heard about before. So this book was very cheap, 98 cents, because yeah, it's been on store for quite a while. And I am very excited because I've heard amazing things about it. So there we go. Next one is a classic. It's a classic author, but it is a surprising choice in terms of who this author is. So this is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World. So instead of going for the Sherlock stories, a colleague of mine, a coworker of mine, told me that she loves this book. This is like inspiration for things like Jurassic Park. It's a 1912 book. Picked it up because my colleague recommended it to me, and it was very cheap at the store as well. So yeah, very excited. The next one I also picked up on sale and thought I should read this author. She won the Man Booker Prize. And this is The Ministry of Utmost Happiness by Arundhati Roy. She wrote The God of Small Things, who won the Booker Prize for it. And this is her other novel, The Ministry of Utmost Happiness. Do I know about it? No. Does it have a synopsis on the back? No. But it's set in India, where the author is from, and I've heard it's very beautiful. And the author is not very quick at writing, so she takes her time and she really works on the story she wants to write. And I'm very interested and very excited to own the book. Then we have some middle grade. So I finally picked up the second book in the Trials of Apollo series. This is A Dark Prophecy. I love Rick Riordan. I've read all the 10 books, and now I thought I was done with that world. And at the end of The Blood of Olympus, he mentions Apollo, and I was like, oh no, now I want to read Trials of Apollo. So here I am. This is the second book. I haven't picked up the first one. I do own it. And I just thought I'm gonna pick the second one up. The fourth is out, so I thought this was gonna be a trilogy. It ain't. It's probably 5 books again. But I'm very excited. I'm very happy to have this. And yeah, cannot wait. Then we go to some classics. You know I love my classics. One of my favorite books and one of my favorite romance stories is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. And now I finally picked up another book by her, and this is Wives and Daughters. The cover is beautiful, again in the Penguin English Library edition, because that's the only one I go for Victorian novels. I did not expect it to be this large because I bought it online, and I'm very excited because I just love Victorian women's novels. I'm just, yes, give them to me, yes. And so next we have another classic that I also picked up. This one was hard to find. There's not a lot of editions of it, and that is Night and Day by Virginia Woolf. This semester I read A Room of One's Own. I wrote a paper on it. I cried at the end of it, and so I thought it's time for me to pick up something of hers, and I thought maybe I will go chronologically. I know this is her second book, not her first one, but it looks like it's the more traditional one. Like, it still kind of resembles the Victorian and Edwardian novels more than her more, modernist ones. I've read Mrs. Dalloway, but there are ones more adventurous than that one, so I thought I wanted to go back to the roots and start with some of her first ones. And this one sounded really up my street because it is a romance, and it's about this beautiful and privileged girl called Catherine Ilkberry. And I cannot wait. I want to see the influence of Jane Austen. I want to see it all. So I'm very excited to have this. And then I have here some other books. The last ones I bought this month, and the first one is the Portuguese edition of A Very Short History of Portugal. I wanted to pick one of these up so I can read it, straight through, and not be an edition to consult and to research more than read. I just wanted to pick something that would be very quick and easy. It just gave me an overview, like a refresher. I am very aware of Portuguese history, and it's not like I'm a newbie on it or ignorant of it. It's a topic I love. I've always loved Portuguese history, but sometimes I want to go deeper into it because I didn't go into that area when I went to high school. It's not a very long book, and our history is 800 years old. But if anyone out there is watching, check this book out. It's in a lot of languages. They just released the Italian edition. It's in French, in English, and in Spanish as well. And it's a very good author. The edition is beautiful. It's really, really cute, as you can see here, by Tinta da China. Wanted to check it out because I wanted a very short version of our history to just read front to back and, kind of get back into it. And the two last books I got are weird ones because I bought a trilogy that I was considering buying for a long period of time, but I did not get the first book because it was unavailable at my local shop, so I had to order from another one. That being said, these two were each €3 each, and so I'm very excited to have them. And that is the volume 2 and 3 of his Dark Materials series. So the second one, The Subtle Knife, and the third one, The Amber Spyglass. I really enjoyed the it's being shown here as HBO, but I know it's BBC for people in England. So the new series with Ruth Wilson and James McAvoy, I've heard amazing things about it. I've heard it's very complex, very intelligent. I'm very curious because the Book of Dust came out in 2017 and everyone was talking about that, and then recently the second one came out of that new trilogy that he's writing, and these books are like they're already in the canon already, so I'm very excited to pick them up and read them, and just cannot wait for my first one to get here so I can start delving into this series. So, but there we go, I have 2 out of the 3 of them. And that's it. That's my video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up or subscribe down below. And I hope to see you soon in another video soon. Bye!